A lot of people say, well, or the attorneys will say, well, hire a forensic. Well, that's a very nuanced opinion that you're going to be getting, but it's not going to help you understand your marital estate. It may give you a business valuation. It may do a lot of things, but I think people don't realize that. And they don't realize that their attorneys not only are not financial experts, they're also not business experts. They're also not real estate experts. They're not also estate planning experts. And a lot of people completely miss that family law is very specific to navigating the divorce process, not necessarily understanding all of the complexity of your assets and debts.
We spent probably more on forensics, which I'm sure does not surprise you guys. I think that it is such a misnomer. I know that the word forensic just means for court, that they can testify in court. I think if you're like me and you've seen every single episode of Forensic Files, you think that it means you're going to find a financial fingerprint that no one else found and be able to tie it back to your ex and there's a pile of money in an offshore account somewhere. That is not what they do. They will take your $50,000 retainer. They'll send a list of 8 million things they need. And again, I'm not knocking them because when they're needed in very, very complicated cases. However, they're going to call you in a couple of weeks and tell you they need another 50 grand because they got all the information. They put it in a spreadsheet and that's how far they got. They put it in a spreadsheet because that takes a lot of hours. And you're like, but what'd you find? Well, nothing yet. We have a new list of new items that we need now, and we need another 50 grand. So that is what happened in my case. We each had our own forensics. Mine did nothing for my case, and I'm not even bashing them. They did nothing for my case, and I mean hundreds and hundreds of thousands of. Just because you own a couple homes and you have a number of retirement accounts, and there's that's actually not financially complicated. Even if he is doing a little freelance, if he's the earner and he's got a W-2, that's still not complicated. But attorneys, because they don't know, immediately want to pass all that off to somebody, and their answer is forensic accountant. And so I had a client that said, okay, so my attorney wants to hire a forensic, and I said, why? I'm just so confused. Well, she said they need to gather all the information and put it together. I said, not a forensic accountant. Do you know how much they cost, and do you know what they do? Like, what would be the goal? To your point, ask your attorney specifically what exactly is the goal of the forensic. What are they going to do? Is there somebody else less expensive that can do this sort of bookkeeping stuff? I don't understand it all. And you're not, I said, I can tell you, I can put all my money here on bet it on red. You're not going to trial. Forensic means they can testify. That's all it means. Why are you getting a forensic account? And she was like, I don't know. I don't, but you're right. They just do this knee jerk. Let's hand it off to a forensic. And it sounds so sexy and glamorous. And I have a forensic on my case that's going to take care of everything and figure it all out. And it's not what they do.